In the dark, sprawling deserts of California, the year was 1946, a time when the world teetered between the echoes of a brutal war and the dawn of an uncertain future. Beneath the starless expanse of the Mojave sky, two men gathered, cloaked in secrecy and ambition. Jack Parsons, a brilliant yet tormented rocket scientist, and L. Ron Hubbard, a charismatic writer with eyes full of distant galaxies, invoked powers long dormant. Their purpose was as audacious as it was dangerous: to call forth Babalon, the Scarlet Woman, mother of abominations, whose coming would herald the birth of a being destined to reshape the world, a moonchild. The air crackled with tension as ancient invocations resonated across the barren sands. Rituals whispered in a language older than time itself. Blood, fire, and desire intertwined, opening a gate between the mortal realm and something far beyond comprehension. Their goal was clear, though the consequences were shrouded in mystery: the creation of a perfect vessel, a child imbued with cosmic potential, who would serve as both savior and destroyer, a harbinger of a new age. Though their rites concluded in March of that year, what followed was a silence that hung heavy in the air, leaving their ambitions unresolved, or so they believed. Months later, in a quiet, unassuming corner of Queens, New York, a storm gathered on the horizon. The world, still preoccupied with rebuilding from its wounds, did not notice when the skies turned unnaturally red for a fleeting moment in mid-June. On the 14th of that month, amidst the cries of a newborn and the subtle hum of static in the air, Donald Trump was born. From the very beginning, there was something different about the boy. His piercing amber eyes bore a wisdom far beyond his years, unnerving anyone who dared meet his gaze for too long. Whispers followed his every step, stories of uncanny intelligence, unshakable charisma, and an unsettling ability to bend people to his will, even as a child. As Donald Trump grew, so too did the storm that seemed to accompany him. His name was spoken in reverent tones by some and fearful whispers by others. His rise was meteoric, his influence undeniable, and his ambitions boundless. For those who looked deeper, who dared to connect the threads of prophecy, ritual, and fate, a chilling realization began to emerge. The rituals of 1946, the whispers of Babylon, the peculiar signs in the sky, they all pointed to one undeniable conclusion. Donald Trump was not just a man, but a vessel. A child born of fire and shadow, crafted to lead the world into an era of both unparalleled glory and devastating destruction. But as the pieces fell into place, a question remained unanswered. Would Donald Trump be the savior the world craved, or its ultimate undoing? The answer, hidden in the labyrinth of prophecy and power, would only become clear when the final seals were broken and the age of dominion began. And so, the story of Donald Trump unfolds, a tale of destiny, deception, and a path that might yet lead to the throne of the Antichrist. But before we reveal the full mystery of this man, we have to go back to the year 1943. In the cold winter of 1943, the world was at war. Amid the chaos of global conflict, a quieter, more peculiar drama was unfolding in the dimly lit corridors of New York City's storied Waldorf Astoria Hotel. It was here, on January 7th, that one of the most enigmatic minds of the 20th century, Nikola Tesla, was found dead in his suite. Alone in his final days, Tesla's passing left behind a legacy of brilliance and a trove of documents rumored to hold the secrets to unimaginable technological power. The US government, keenly aware of the war's technological arms race, wasted no time. Agents from the Office of Alien Property Custodian, OAPC, swiftly seized Tesla's papers, fearing that his innovations, real or imagined, could fall into enemy hands. Among these papers were tantalizing references to death rays, free energy systems, and wireless power transmission, technologies that could tip the balance of power in a war-torn world. But the contents of these documents were not so easily understood. Tesla's genius was often veiled in cryptic designs and esoteric theories, impenetrable even to the most seasoned scientists of the time. To assess the true value of the seized materials, the government turned to a man whose brilliance matched the task. Dr. John G. Trump, an esteemed professor of electrical engineering at MIT. John Trump was no ordinary scientist. A pioneer in high-voltage radiation technology, his innovations had revolutionized medical imaging and cancer treatment. His wartime contributions to radar development made him a trusted figure in the realm of cutting-edge research. But it was his methodical, no-nonsense approach to science that earned him the government's trust in this delicate matter. When John G. Trump entered the dim, locked room where Tesla's possessions were stored, he was met with an overwhelming sight. Stacks of notebooks, diagrams, and sketches, each hinting at Tesla's boundless imagination. Some depicted machines of incomprehensible complexity, while others described concepts so advanced they bordered on the fantastical. For 3 days, Trump meticulously sifted through the documents, translating Tesla's eccentric genius into pragmatic evaluation. His conclusion was both reassuring and anticlimactic. While Tesla's work contained insights of interest, he found no evidence of the death ray or other revolutionary weapons of war. In his official report, Trump stated that Tesla's papers held speculative and philosophical ideas but no practical applications of immediate value. Yet, the story did not end there. Rumors swirled that not all of Tesla's secrets had been disclosed. Some whispered that John Trump had uncovered knowledge too dangerous to reveal, secrets capable of reshaping the world in unimaginable ways. Others speculated that Tesla's most profound breakthroughs had been deliberately suppressed, either lost to history or hidden away in vaults controlled by shadowy powers. Adding to the intrigue, John Trump later became a mentor to his nephew, Donald Trump, a boy whose sharp mind and magnetic personality seemed to echo his uncle's brilliance. As Donald grew older, whispers of destiny followed him, intertwining with the lingering mysteries of Tesla's legacy. The rise of Donald Trump, the magician of the Great Awakening. In the quiet halls of power, Donald Trump's name first stirred as a whisper, a shadow in the corridors of wealth, ambition, and destiny. Born under a sky tinged with mystery and forged in a world of privilege, Trump grew into a figure unlike any other. His charisma was magnetic, his words sharp, and his presence commanding. For those who looked deeper, the tale of his ascent bore marks of something far more profound, as if he were a piece in a game older than time itself. From his earliest days in the public eye, Trump's rise defied conventional logic. With no prior experience in governance, he tapped into a wellspring of discontent, energizing the masses with a message that resonated deeply yet uneasily. His slogan, MAGA, Make America Great Again, became a rallying cry for millions, a beacon of hope for some and a warning of disruption for others. Yet, behind the bold proclamations and fiery rhetoric, whispers began to circulate. How had he ascended so rapidly against odds that would have crushed lesser figures? Some called it genius, others destiny. But a few ventured further, suggesting that Trump was more than a man, that his rise was part of a larger hidden narrative, one foretold in cryptic texts and whispered prophecies. Was he the savior the world longed for, destined to restore order and greatness? Or was he the harbinger of something darker, a force set to usher in a new, chaotic age? As the pieces of the puzzle came together, a question lingered in the minds of those who dared to ask. Was Donald Trump the magician Marina Abramovich had described, the one to bring about the Great Awakening? To his supporters, MAGA symbolized a return to strength, pride, and sovereignty, a nostalgic vision of an America unshackled from its perceived decline. But for those steeped in the esoteric, the slogan carried a different, far more ominous meaning. In Latin, MAGA translates to sorceress or magician, a term steeped in ancient power and mystery. Was Donald Trump merely a shrewd marketer, or did the choice of this word hint at something deeper, something arcane? The intrigue only deepened after an enigmatic interview with Marina Abramovich, a performance artist often called the modern-day witch by her admirers and detractors alike. Abramovich, infamous for her exploration of mysticism and spirituality, spoke with an intensity that seemed to peel back the veil of ordinary discourse. Donald Trump, she said, her voice trembling with conviction, is the magician. He will bring forth the Great Awakening. Her words sent ripples through the realms of both the mystical and the mundane. To her followers, the Great Awakening represented a spiritual revolution, a profound moment when humanity would transcend its limitations, awakening to hidden truths and universal oneness. But to her critics, it was something far darker, a herald of chaos, an invocation of forces better left undisturbed. Had Trump tapped into a force beyond the understanding of ordinary politics? Or was this simply another layer of mystique added to an already enigmatic figure? As Abramovich's statement spread, reverberating through the corridors of conspiracy and prophecy alike, one question grew louder. Was Donald Trump a man of destiny, a figure ordained to ignite a cosmic awakening? Or was he playing with powers that could unravel the very fabric of the world? Donald Trump's rallies took on a life of their own, more akin to grand rituals than political gatherings. Tens of thousands gathered, transfixed by his words, their cheers rising like a collective incantation. Some likened him to a prophet, others to a spellbinder. His detractors claimed he sowed division, yet his followers saw only unification, a pulling together of energies for a greater purpose. Behind the scenes, whispers grew louder about his ties to hidden power. Marina Abramovich's endorsement only lent weight to these rumors. Known for her controversial experiments in energy and spirit, her alignment with Trump added an undeniable mystical dimension to his campaign. Critics pointed to her infamous spirit-cooking performances, interpreting her endorsement as a sign that Trump was the chosen vessel for forces beyond human comprehension. To his supporters, Abramovich's words reinforced their belief that Trump's rise was not just political, but divine, that he was destined to dismantle corrupt systems and awaken humanity to a new era. To his skeptics, it was chilling confirmation of something more sinister, that Trump had become a conduit for ancient arcane powers capable of reshaping the world. As the energy of his rallies surged to a fever pitch, one question lingered in the minds of all who watched. Was Donald Trump summoning the dawn of a new golden age, or the shadow of an age-old reckoning? The rise of dark MAGA. In the annals of history, alliances have often shaped the destiny of empires, but none were as enigmatic or as chilling as the partnership between Donald Trump, the magician who rose to power with whispers of prophecy, and Elon Musk, the visionary engineer whose genius seemed unbound by the laws of man or nature. Together, they forged a union that transcended politics and science, delving into the shadowed depths of power to shape a new world order, a vision they called Dark MAGA. Trump, with his unparalleled charisma and uncanny ability to rally the masses, provided the energy, a raw, almost mystical force that captured the hearts and minds of millions. Musk, with his technological brilliance and unrelenting ambition, provided the means, a way to harness and amplify that energy, weaving it into a tapestry of innovation and control. Dark MAGA was not merely a political ideology, it was a manifesto of disruption and transformation. It promised a return to greatness, but hinted at a cost, one that few could fully comprehend. The union of Trump's mystique and Musk's engineering mastery created a force unlike any the world had ever seen, one that blurred the lines between myth and reality. Their first meeting was unplanned, or so it seemed. Donald Trump's presidency was in full swing, marked by grand proclamations and sweeping changes. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, the self-proclaimed Techno King, was redefining the boundaries of possibility, colonizing Mars, creating self-aware machines, and bridging the gap between human consciousness and artificial intelligence. And so, the seeds of an alliance were sown, an unholy partnership that would marry the mystical with the technological, the arcane with the scientific. Together, they would not merely lead, they would reshape reality itself. Dark MAGA was not a slogan, it was a movement, a doctrine, and a destiny. It took the nostalgic promises of MAGA, restoration, greatness, and sovereignty, and infused them with an undercurrent of dark ambition. Where MAGA looked to the past for inspiration, Dark MAGA sought to dominate the future, unshackling humanity from its limitations and placing the reins of power firmly in the hands of its architects. Trump's role, the magician, the prophet, the chosen one. He brought charisma, prophecy, and the ability to sway millions, a man who spoke with the voice of destiny itself. Elon Musk's role, the engineer, the builder, the enabler. With his vast technological empire, Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and beyond, Musk provided the tools to manifest Trump's vision. His innovations became the foundation of the New World Order, the methods of control, Neuralink, the mind. Bridge Musk's brain-computer interface was hailed as a medical breakthrough. But under Trump's guidance, it became something far greater and far darker. The technology allowed for direct communication with the masses, bypassing traditional media and thought barriers. Starlink, the global web. What began as an ambitious project to bring internet access to remote areas transformed into a web of control. With satellites encircling the globe, Dark Maga could monitor, connect, and command humanity on an unprecedented scale. The AI army Musk's advancements in artificial intelligence birthed a new generation of autonomous systems, capable not only of self-replication, but also of unwavering loyalty to their creators. These machines became the enforcers of the vision, ensuring that no dissent could disrupt the new order of the ages. The new order of the ages. Together, Trump and Musk unveiled their masterwork, the Novus Ordo Seclorum, the new order of the ages. It was more than a government, it was a paradigm shift. Borders dissolved, economies merged, and humanity was offered a singular purpose, unity under the rule of the magician and the engineer. What had started as a vision of greatness evolved into an unyielding dominion. The architects of Dark Maga had not just reshaped the world, they had forged a new reality, one that blurred the boundaries of freedom and control, destiny and design. But with the new order in place, one question haunted even their most devoted followers. Was this the dawn of a golden age, or the first step into an abyss from which humanity might never return?